What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dashing Kevs bringing you our week 3 of the PML Draft League. I am the coach of the Duterte Durants, and this week we face our good friend and training partner, Yasuna the God, and his frozen Flareons. It's kinda unfortunate that we ended up on the same division. That just makes it harder for both of us to make playoffs. He currently has an 0-2 record while we are currently 1-1 this season due to our misplay last week. We'll just have to try to bounce back, and since we are playing Yasuna, one of us have to take the L this week. Our team consists of Mega Sableye, Blaziken, Azumarill, Porygon 2, Quillfish, Dugtrio, Electros, Gligar, Togedemaru, Axelgor. His team consists of Mega Mawile, Como, Gengar, Comfey, Ludicolo, Politoed, Piartic, Golisopod, Golurk, and Flareon. So prepping for this team, I was expecting the standard rain team. So that's Toad, Ludicolo, Mega Mawile, Gengar, Como, and Golisopod. He could either swap the Gengar for Como, which will give more utility and priority. That's good versus my Blaziken. While Gengar is better for wall breaking. Looking at team preview, he does decide to bring what I expected, choosing the Comfey over the Gengar, as we bring Mega Sableye, Blaziken, Azumarill, Porygon 2, Quillfish, and Electros. I think the matchup is slightly in his favor. Ludicolo in rain just destroys my team, and he has access to the most broken Z move in the game, the Comonium Z. But we'll see what we can do. So let's hop into the game and see how it went. Alright, so I lead off with my Sableye as he leads off with Politoed. So that was quite expected. He wants to set the rain right away. Drizzle ability activates the rain. Now for our first turn, I decide to Mega Evolve, get those necessary defense boosts. There you go with the big gem. And we go for a fake out. Now the fact that this hits means that he wants to stay in. Normally, the best play would be to switch out to his main attacker, but that made me cautious, so I switch out to my Azumarill. And he does go for the Waterium Z. So that was a very good switch on my part. I asked him after the match what Z move was that. He said it was off the Hydro Pump. So that could kill Mega Sableye in one hit. So the switch was definitely the right play there. That could have cost us the game if that hit. So that was a good prediction on my part. We get some lefties recovery back, and for this turn, he does go for the Surf, trying to hit whatever comes in if we do make a switch, or the Azu itself. He gets a crit, so that almost knocks us out, but we are able to click the rest and recover all that HP. Basically burning the Z move for no effect. So by going the rest build, he is expecting the Perish Song set. He makes a switch out to Como as I just go for the rest stock. Let's see what we get. We get a knockoff. So we are able to hit the knockoff and take out his red card. Very interesting. So that may be used to stop one of my mons from sweeping late game. So we switch out to Mega Sableye as he does go for a Dragon Dance. The reason I do this is predicting the Poison Jab. I train with the Yasuna most of my games, so I have an idea on how he builds teams. So we just go for the fake out, get some guaranteed damage. He does go for the Earthquake though, so that does hit me very hard since he is at plus 1. Now I do go for the Dazzling Gleam. I'm not sure if he prepared for that because that hits Como very hard. Now, I thought he would try to make the trade, but he does switch out to Politoed to reset the rain. Drizzle ability causing the rain to come back in. And we just try KOing the combo with another Dazzling Gleam. So at this point, I decide to make a switch out to my Azumarill as we wall the Politoed completely. And it will also give us an opportunity to wake up from the rest. So it's a Surf, doesn't do much due to our bulk investment. We get some Lefty's recovery back. Decides to switch out to Mawile. So this is very threatening. Mawile really... None of my mons wants to stay against Mawile. It just kills everything. So we do hit the Sleep Talk. Let's see what we get. So we get the Perish Song this turn. So that means Mawile will have to switch within the next 3 turns, otherwise it will faint, similar to my Azu. So he can't really sweep us with this set in this condition. I decide to make a switch out to my Quillfish, as it's probably one of the more expendable members of the team. We do get an Intimidate as well, and if he doesn't have the correct coverage, that would mean we could live a hit and set up our spikes. He goes for the Mega Evolution, goes for Thunder Punch. So we are able to survive that. I did EV Quillfish just to survive that. Now he goes for a Sucker Punch, expecting us to make a move, but I do go for the Destiny Bond. So this would have killed Mawile if he had attacked us. Now, since he is on the last turn of Perish Song, he decides to switch out. And that makes it possible for us to get the Toxic Spikes. That was a very important turn for us, because no way Mawile was gonna stand there. So we do switch out, preserving our Quillfish back to our Azumarill. And he goes for the Draining Kiss, just basic priority. He must have thought I wanted to set another layer of spikes, or Toxic Spikes, so that's fine. We get some recoveries back. And then he goes for a Tailwind. Now, this is something I did not expect at all, so props to Yasuna for that. We do wake up and get the Perish Song here. So since he did set up the Tailwind there, I am expecting him to make a switch out to one of his attackers, so he could take an advantage of that. So he does make the switch. Now, reading this switch, I go for another Perish Song. So Mawile comes out. Oh, sorry, I thought I did, but I guess I thought it's better to remove its item. So we get the knockoff on the Mawile. We are currently affected by the Perish Song, so we'll need to switch out. Now, since Quillfish is too low, we go to our Porygon 2. Get the download boost. So now he goes for the Iron Head, so that does a big chunk to us. We are very bulky, and that does almost half. So he does outspeed us to get, and he gets a flinch. Oh yeah, so he did outspeed us due to the Tailwind, but we are able to outspeed it now, get some recovery. So we went from 6 to 102. He goes for an Iron Head again. That brings us back to 8. So we're not really winning this exchange, so I decide to go for a Thunder Wave. That means even my slower mons will outspeed it. He goes for an Iron Head, gets the kill on Porygon. That's fine, I guess. We're able to go for Electros, and we're able to do some good damage to this. So we are going to go for the Thunderbolt, expecting a potential switch if he did wanted to preserve the Mawile. We get some justice for the flinch with the Fully Para. The rates are almost the same, so it is quite justice, I guess. And we are able to get our first kill of the game with the Thunderbolt from Electros. Perfect. He sends out Comfy. Now he is gonna take some damage from this Toxic Spikes I've set up. I do try to preserve the Electros by switching out to Azumarill, as from the previous turns that we've seen, we are able to wall this. Now he reveals Dazzling Gleam. Now this is very interesting for me, because he does have Draining Kiss as well as Dazzling Gleam. So I'm not sure. I don't see any reason for him to bring Dazzling Gleam. I think he said he just wanted something that hits a little harder, but I don't really agree with that. He could have gotten a better utility move or maybe recovery. So, by the way, for this game, I really wanted Whirlpool on the Azu set, but since the Jenners had some trouble getting the Whirlpool, I decided to go for knockoff. So we are playing in a suboptimal team. That's why it kind of looks wonky. So he does switch out to Politoed, activate the Drizzle ability, get that rain. And now since it is poisoned, it's placed on a timer. I used another Perish Song here, predicting the switch. And this will allow us to have him continue switching, continue getting his mons poisoned. By not bringing Gengar, that means he doesn't have anything to absorb the Toxic Spikes, and from the way he's been playing the Comfy, it doesn't look like he has Defog as well. He does decide to go for the Surf, which we already know we take well. We just go for the rest just to keep our HP high and burn some turns. Because we're gonna switch in Azu later on, so we want to get it as healthy as possible. Takes another round of poison. Now I need to switch Azu now as it will perish to the Perish Song. He decides to make a switch as well. I'm not sure if that was a read or what, but he does go for the Ludicolo. Gets it poisoned. So we switch Azu out, bringing Electros. So this is not a good matchup for us, definitely. So he takes another round of poison damage. Tailwind is out. So I decide to make a switch out, bringing in my Quillfish to sack. Get the Intimidate on him. It doesn't really matter at this point. He is already poisoned, so at least by sacking Quillfish, we are able to get a Mon in for free. Well, not really for free, but you know what I mean. And we are able to have him chipped down by the poison. He does show that his life orb, so that will make his timer a lot faster. We're able to bring the Blaziken here. So I actually strategically placed the Blaziken at this position because I knew that the rain was gonna stop next turn. So we go for a Protect, rain stops, and now all of a sudden we do outspeed the Ludicolo because we do have the speed boost as our ability. So I can expect him to switch out here and go to his Politoed. So I do select the... well, we'll wait for it then. So he activates the Drizzle ability. I go for the Flare Blitz expecting something else, but that's fine. It would have KO'd the Ludicolo and did good damage on whoever was going to switch in. Maybe the Golisopod, but he does make the right play. Going for Politoed here. So since it is poison, I decide to make a Protect here. We do have the Power Up Punch, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna kill. He goes for an Endeavor. Interesting, I guess, since he's not gonna live any attack anyway. So that was nothing really came of that. So we go for the Power Up Punch. We get the kill, so that will be our second kill of the game, and we get the attack boost. So we get a boost for free, basically, and we are very fast at this point. So we can sweep the team, if only not for the Golisopod. So we do get it poisoned, so that will chip its life a bit. We go for a Protect just to see what it wants to do. So he goes for Aqua Jet. So that kind of tells me that he is probably possibly a choice item. Maybe not, but Aqua Jet, even without rain, I think would kill Blaziken. Definitely in rain it would, because we are Z-move Blaziken. We're not one of those berry sets. So the Aqua Jet almost does half to Mega Sableye, so that's very good. We do get the Fake Out here, so we only do that just to stall another turn of poison as well as get some damage on him. So as you can see from these turns,
Golisopod is definitely faster than Mega Sableye, but the fact that he's using Aquajet those turns just tells me that he is definitely choice. If I would guess, it would be banded, choice band. So he does switch out due to the emergency exit. We bring Blaziken in here. As he is gonna go for the Draining Kiss, that's fine. It shouldn't really kill us. Now I decide to go for the Z move here because I know that that will kill the Comfy most of the time depending on its spread. So we go for the Flare Blitz Z. Inferno Overdrive. Burn this Cinder. Chaotic Flame. Ooh! Ooh! Jesus, you're not gonna live that. Okay, so he's down. We get another speed boost. I can expect the Golisopod. Yep, of course, it's gonna come back in. We go for a Protect, stall out another turn. He goes for the Aquajet, so yep. Definitely banded. Get another speed boost. Doesn't really matter because we're not outspeeding its priority. We switch out and go to our Azumarill, which is perfectly healthy. Aquajet does nothing. Basically does nothing to us. And we're able to stall him out with a poison. Now he makes a switch back to his Ludicolo. We are currently fast asleep. We go for the Sleep Talk there. Oh no, that was actually a misplay on my part. I clicked the move. I thought we were gonna wake up, but apparently not. So, big misplay on my part. Now he reveals the hidden power Electric. So, that was very good. Actually, if he told me later on that he had hidden power Psychic on Politoed. We get the knockoff here, knocking off the Life Orb. So, the hidden power Electric is gonna do less damage now. If he did have the hidden power Electric on Politoed, definitely we would be in a rougher shape now. But that's fine. Aside from that, like I said, we did have an suboptimal set not having the Whirlpool. So you could say that we should have got maybe more or saved more months or killed more months with the set. So it's not really that optimal. So we are able to chip the Ludicolo with the poison. As he brings out Como, now this is very interesting. So he decides to go for a Dragon Dance. So I already know he has Poison Jab. No way he doesn't have this. Because what's his check to Azu? That's it. I go for a Sleep Talk here. And we're able to get the knockoff. So we do minimal damage to him. But that is very important. As he is gonna take off to the poison. And he goes for a Drain Punch. Now this is very interesting as well. So with the Drain Punch, it does a little damage. But it does heal him quite a bit. To the point that the poison is not going to take him out. So I go for another Sleep Talk here. And we get the knockoff again. Get some recovery back. And he takes another round of poison. Now he goes for the Poison Jab here. Does a big chunk of damage. Now when I woke up, I went for the knockoff. I will explain that. I could have gone for the rest there to heal up my life to since he is poison, he's gonna get knocked off anyway. But I was concerned that he Dragon Dance again, and if that happened, he could have survived the poison tick, and his Drain Punch would do more than the poison, and he will eventually win the late game in that scenario. So that was actually a smart play on my part. He brings out Golisopod, chooses to go for the first impression Actually, I think any of my mons, maybe Blaziken could have survived that if I switched in, but I had no reason to, because he could have just Aqua Jet and it would have died anyway. So me going for Protect the second turn just confirms that he is banded and he's able to take off to the poison. So that's gonna be GG. It's dashing. Great games with Yasuna-san, the god. He's currently 0-3 due to this game. We are currently 2-1. Hopefully, we can get him a win next week. We'll try to train harder for that, as well as my opponent, Paul, the ex-champ, last season's champ. So definitely prep hard for that. So that's all. That's gonna be it for now. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.